Hello, I'm here to tell you how you can help save the environment, how you can help save the earth.
I know you've heard 1,001 ways not to save the earth in your own little way, but I think you'll fully understand how much these things you fail to do in one day.
I can teach you many different ways on how to use a solar panel, or steps on how you can turn your garbage into something more useful. But these are not things you can do every day, right? These are simple things, but I think you will understand more on how you can do for the earth when you make it more relevant to you.
So what can you, we do every day?
Well, let's take a look at the day in the life of a typical college student, John. You might be surprised at how much you have in common.
John wakes up at 5 a.m. from Monday to Friday to get ready for school. He usually falls asleep using his laptop or watching TV. Aha! First mistake of the day. Look at all those gadgets left on overnight. Assuming that John goes to bed at 10 p.m., that's 7 hours of wasted electricity. These items often use 10 to 50 watts each while left plugged in or on standby mode. In a month's time, that amounts to 30 to 60 kilowatt hours. And every kilowatt hours is equivalent to 1.55 pounds in carbon dioxide emissions. Just to give you an idea on how much carbon dioxide that is, 1 gallon of gas produces 20 pounds of carbon dioxide. So leaving your gadgets on will eventually amount to releasing 55 gallons of gas.
As soon as John gets up, he's getting ready for his school. He brushes his teeth and takes a shower. While John is carelessly going out and going in with his day, he is unaware that he already wasted 4 gallons of water when he left the water running when he brushes his teeth. And not only that, he will be adding to the amount of items to be washed by leaving his towel on the floor. The amount of water used in washing machines accounts for 14% of average households' water consumption. So anything that adds to that will mean more waste in water, not to mention chemicals, electricity, and effort. Reusing towels is already a big help.
John is running late for school and quickly grabs a snack to eat on the go. He catches a cab and finishes up his snack. John must have thought, what harm can a little wrapper do? Well, let me answer that question for you, John. That wrapper is now called a litter, and littering has big effects that we just don't see right away. Litter can travel from our drains to bays and oceans. When there is a storm and those litter reaches our bodies of water, it can harm our wildlife and pollutes our water. Littering can also affect our health. It attracts rats and other rodents and becomes breeding ground for bacteria. It is also costing us tax money for cleaning up our streets isn't free.
John gets to class just in time and starts to take notes. I know John just wants to keep his notebook neat and clean, but with what he is doing, he is going to clean our forest bald too. World consumption of paper has grown 400% in the last 40 years. Now nearly 4 billion trees, or 35% of trees cut around the world, are used in a paper industry in every continent. What happens when we cut our trees a lot? Soil erosion, destruction of animal habitats, loss of medicinal plants, loss of windbreakers, because trees prevent strong winds from storms and hurricanes, and greenhouse effect and global warming.
Come lunch break, John heads to the school canteen to grab some food with his friend. They both order their food and enjoy their meal.
Some order sa akin palagay dito.
I know it isn't the easiest thing to bring your own containers every day, but it isn't easier to live in a world with dying species and polluted oceans, right? More than 180 species of animals have been documented to ingest plastic debris. Most of the marine debris in the world is composed of plastic materials, between 60 to 80% of total marine debris. And plastics are estimated to decompose not until the next hundreds to thousands of years. Also, the chemicals used in these plastics are harmful not only to wildlife but to humans as well. Whether the landfills absorb these chemicals or we inhale these chemicals are hazardous to our health. So it appears to be easier to avoid using plastics, reduce our usage of it, or reuse our non-toxic plastic items because it is more complicated to solve the problems that these products may cause.
John arrives from home, tired from his day at school.
John found it hard to unplug his gadgets before sleeping, to close the faucet and to hang the towel, to pick up his litter, to save up on paper or bring his own container. But he found it very easy to blame someone else for something that he contributed to. Does the situation look familiar? Well, we go through our day not realizing how many times and ways we contribute in harming our environment, and when nature decides to strike back, we put the blame on someone else.
The first step in helping the environment is accepting that we are part of the problem and that we must do something to solve this.
We unplug all our gadgets that are not in use. We don't leave items charging overnight.
Conserve water by turning off the faucet while brushing your teeth. Do not keep on changing your sheets and towels, and use your jeans and jackets twice using safe and detergent and water.
Do not waste paper. Use scratch papers or recycled papers if possible.
Bring your own container or tumbler. It saves up on plastic and it's easier to carry around.
These are small ways to help the environment. But just like our small careless ways add up in destroying the environment, so does our good deeds add up in saving Earth.
Aha! Look at all those gadgets left.
John arrives home.
Tingin mo lang. Ba't tumingin sa akin?
John must have thought, what harm can a little...
Hindi naman ako environment natin. Hindi na ba ito? Tigil tayo.